And Wheeler, best pitch, your best score. Alright, I was Major Clem's last on-wing, and as you know, he is officially retired now. He's moved on to bigger and better things outside of VT2. He had the house painted today, so that was good. But the first thing, we met Fam Zero. He was pretty much, the introduction went as such. Hi, my name is Major Clem. I'm retiring in exactly 3 months, 14 days, 6 hours, and 22 minutes. Fam 1's tomorrow, so I'll see you then. And so I went about my thing, and I was like, okay, cool, well that was a good Fam 0, I guess I did okay. I guess. So Fam 1 came, that was a good flight. Fam 2 was good, and I was pretty intimidated by a Major. I mean, I usually, you know, TBS, there's a lot of Marine captains, but a Major, we don't get a lot of exposure to. I was a little intimidated. Well, I think he was a little intimidated by me as well. Being his last on me, I guess I have a, you know, kind of an imposing stature and demeanor. So we were in the plane, and I don't know what it was, if it was his nerves or what, but we had to do a level speed change. Just introductory. This is how you do it, this kind of thing, and I forgot right in the middle of it. And he's like, hey, I don't know, I guess I kind of screwed it up. Do you remember the procedures? And of course, you know, Fam 2, I didn't really remember the procedures because I didn't. I should have. Anyway, so he had to ask me for that. But then, that's true. So later on, I figured, well, you know, that was good. So we went on. I think it was in a 4200 block. One of the later flights. He was still intimidated by me, I guess, either because I've done well or I was just a intimidating guy still. And so we were out doing half-holes and lap-holes around in Area 1 around Summerdale. And it's kind of been a long flight, you know, we had a long brief, and so we were out there flying around, and he's like, hey, Wheeler, do you mind taking the controls? And I was like, no problem, sir, I got it, you know. He's like, I gotta take care of, take care of some business back here. It's like, well, that's cool, sir, not a problem. And so we orbited Summerdale for, I counted 15 minutes, waiting for him to take the leak. And I was just like, this is incredible. Wow. I mean, I know we're going through training and everything, but we just orbited. We were just flying in circles, doing basic air work, just trying to maintain a good orbit. And yeah, so, and I guess it was stage fright or what, but anyway, it took him a really long time to finally actually have to take the leak. So did that, and then we knocked out the rest of the flight, did PELs, all the good stuff, good 4200 block flight, but yeah, so I don't know if he's still intimidated by me, I'm not sure, but
wow.
Oh yeah, let's cut it up.
Wait. Like bending over. I know.
Is it back there? Who's in it?
Before the Honorable Major speaks, somebody videotaping our proceedings here? What's going on there?
Oh. Wow.
What are you doing?
Videotaping, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. It's
With a camera, it's a new thing.
yes, sir.
After your time.
Still videotaping. I'm still videotaping. He's still getting this too.
One of my last official acts was to promote Wheeler, probably the beginning of April. And now I think he's having some mental reservations with that stupid story, so
Oh, wow.
promote him here.
Keeping it, sir.
That untruthful story, first of all. Yeah, Wheels was one of my last on, well, was my last on, and one of my good students. He's a smart guy, and we'd go back and forth on briefs, and for some reason he'd like to say, really, sir, that's interesting, and he'd go out and I'm like, hey, that's interesting, really? And he'd say, yeah, that's interesting. I'd be like, yes, indeed, interesting. Or he finds everything so interesting. He's a smart guy. Yeah, I don't know about who had stage fright where, but I remember one time we took off 10 minutes into the flight, and he's like, sir, would you mind taking the controls? I mean, we're going out 29, we haven't hit 29 yet, and he's asking for the controls. I'm like, okay. So I give him the controls. We start heading out to Area 1, and by the time we get to Somerdale, he still hasn't gone. I'm like, okay,
Oh, wow.
give the controls back. So we start to go through some of the procedures. We end up in Somerdale, and he's the one, after we're doing Happles and Lapples, that, you know, hey, I gotta go again. So I take the controls, he takes it out, and now it's like, I'm giving him like additional instructions on how to use the reliever.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you know when you're in the car and you got the fart handle? You know,
Yeah.
so
Nice.
up on that and, you know, crack your cheek a little bit. No, that didn't work.
Nice.
Put both feet on the ground, you know, lift your ass up a little bit, you know, get off the tape, maybe you'll be able to go there.
Tape.
It worked for him. I'm like, listen,
Oh,
this
man.
is the kind of stick time that you want, all right? I know you like
Oh, wow.
That's not going to work. So I eventually took the controls back, went back home, and I believe he tried it one more time. I think, and I don't know why I let him, but he finally had success. But that was a good try reversing that one on me. But I have no problem using relief tube. I never have. As a matter of fact, I also like to use the canopy to vacate some of the fumes at times also.
Wow.
All right, first of all, Mr. Videotaper, please stand up.
All right. So.
How many warnings do we need?